President Trump is set to address both chambers of Congress tonight for his State of the Union address. Ahead of that speech, the president hosting angel families at the White House, honoring Americans killed by illegal immigrants. NTD's Washington correspondent Jack Bradley joins us live from Capitol Hill. Jack, good to see you. First up, what did the president say while hosting the families last night?
Good to see you too, Steph. Well, yesterday, President Trump welcomed angel families to the White House for a very emotional ceremony honoring American lives lost to crimes committed by illegal immigrants. Now, this really sets the stage for the president's first State of the Union address tonight, as on his campaign trail, it was built on securing the southern border and cracking down on crime. Take a look.
We gathered here today for a truly solemn occasion. Throughout this hall, I am joined by heartbroken Americans who have lost parents, siblings, children, grandchildren, and treasured loved ones to the scourge of illegal immigration.
Now, the president yesterday signing a proclamation designating February 22nd as National Angel Family Day, marking a day of remembrance for victims and their grieving loved ones. Now, the date also falls on the 2-year anniversary of the murder of Laken Riley, a 22-year-old nursing student killed while out on a run on her school campus in Georgia by an illegal immigrant from Venezuela. Her mother also speaking at the ceremony. Take a look.
President Trump you are doing a thankless job that most people just wouldn't do. And I just can't thank you enough. There are just not enough words to say. Because if you've lived the nightmare that we have lived, you understand the importance of the job that he's doing and securing our nation and fighting for our families.
And after returning to the White House last year, the first bill that President Trump signed into law was the Laken Riley Act, which requires Homeland Security to detain illegal immigrants that have already been arrested by local law enforcement for theft-related crimes. Back to you, Steph.
And Jack, President Trump is expected to highlight border security during his State of the Union address. What else can we expect?
Well, absolutely. Immigration is expected to be a major focus, with the president likely highlighting the reductions in illegal border crossings at the southern border, which are near zero. The State of the Union is when the president reports to Congress on the nation's condition and lays out legislative priorities. And the president giving a little preview yesterday. Watch.
So we have a country that's now doing well. We have the greatest economy we've ever had. We have the most activity we've ever had. I'm making a speech tomorrow night, and you'll be hearing me say that. I mean, it's going to be a long speech because we have so much to talk about.
Now, the president's also expected to tout economic accomplishments, including the Dow Jones Industrial Average surpassing 50,000 points. He could also address the Supreme Court's recent decision to strike down his tariff authority under an emergency order and outline his next steps to keep those tariffs in place under new avenues. The government also remains in a partial shutdown currently over a battle in Congress to fund Homeland Security over debates over ICE operations. But another thing to keep in mind here is if President Trump mentions anything new about Iran. Now, the U.S. has sent its largest military aircraft carrier to the region, the Mediterranean, the USS Gerald R. Ford. It comes as the Iranian regime and the U.S. are currently in negotiations with the U.S. calling on Iran to abandon its nuclear enrichment program. And President Trump saying that if a deal isn't reached, it will be a bad day for the regime. Now, President Trump may also push for the Safeguarding American Voter Eligibility, or SAVE Act. That would require some form of proof of citizenship to vote in federal elections. And lawmakers from both the House and the Senate traditionally attend the address, though several Democrats have said that they plan to boycott and attend alternative programming instead. Or, if they do attend, participate in a silent protest and not clap for any of Trump's remarks. So a lot more to look forward to tonight. Back to you, Stephanie.
There sure is, and I'm sure you'll be all across it. Thank you so much for the update today. NTD Washington correspondent Jack Bradley. And tonight, as you've heard, you can join NTD's Tiffany Meyer, Steve Lance, and Mari Otsu at 7 p.m. Eastern as we track the president ahead of his speech, hear reactions from lawmakers, and speak with panels on what it all means for you. That speech tonight. Join us at 7 p.m.